You don't have to wait 5 to 10 years for you to start building on that plot of land that you just bought in Ibeju Lekki, because there are actually buy and build land options that you can get today and start building tomorrow, or in the next 6 months, 1 year, or even up to 2 years, right? So in this video, I'm going to be showing you these buy and build land options that you can invest in and start building your dream home. But before we get started, please like and share this video so that other people can benefit from the information that we are sharing here. Also subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss out when next we post. Now let's get started. So first category we're going to look at are the actual buy and build, the ones that are ready today. So now this is a selection of estates that construction has already started, not the one that is starting tomorrow. They've actually started building houses in these estates in Ibeju Lekki. Alright, so now first on our list is Elms Estate Phase 3. So what is the current state of development in Elms Estate Phase 3? I'm going to break it down for you 100% unfiltered. This is not a sales video. This is a video giving you a realistic picture of what is on ground. So right now in Elms Estate Phase 3, a lot of construction ongoing. So first of all, there are a selection of bungalows and duplexes built by Elms Estate themselves to sell to customers. Some are still on sale at the moment. There are still duplexes that they are selling. But then they built quite a number of units which are already at roofing level. And then they also have some other houses in Elms Estate Phase 3 that are currently standing now, also at roofing level, already being roofed, right? But those are built by individuals who bought land and started their own building project. So construction has already started in this estate, and you have more than 30 units of housing already at a reasonable level in Elms Estate Phase 3. So it's a place that you can buy and build today. The way they are doing their infrastructure development in Elms Estate Phase 3 is such that construction has already started before full infrastructure has been done. So for example, the road network is earth road. It's not tarred road or interlocked road yet. They also haven't done drainages. But knowing Elms Estate, we know what they are capable of, and we trust that they've already done all their right measurements and calculations. From the construction, if you go on site, you can see that the foundations are quite high, right? So they are doing it in line with what the level of the road is going to be once the road is done. But at the moment, it's just earth road. The road has not been constructed yet, drainage has not been constructed yet, but you have water in the estate, you have earth road, and you have electricity. You can get access to electricity within the estate. It's also fenced round and gated. There's a nice beautified area in the front, where you can park your cars, lots of greenery, there's a fountain, really beautiful. But at the end of the day, we are expecting what we get from Elms Estate Phase 1, which is a standard beautiful estate that is aesthetically pleasing. And from Elms Estate Phase 3, you can already see all the houses. While you can build the kind of house that you like, but you have the uniform roof, and I think we're also going to have the same white paint, just to give you that a bit of a uniform look, right? So that's what you're going to get with Elms Estate Phase 3. So you already know it has a C of O title, the credibility of Elms Estate, so we can expect the very best. But that is the current state of development right now, and it is a place that you can buy and start building immediately. So second on the list is Leki Aviation Town, right? So Leki Aviation Town is another project that I would say, in my opinion, it is the most advanced in terms of development in that axis. So Elms Estate Phase 3 and most of the projects we're going to measure around the same axis, right? So Elms Estate Phase 3 and Aviation Town are just like 2-3 minutes away from each other. So along the same line by the Leki Expressway. But in Aviation Town, they are going about their infrastructure development differently. Infrastructure was already in place before construction started. So for example, in Aviation Town, aside the front of the estate, the gatehouse and fencing within the estate, there's already a road network done, interlocked road network. There's already some drainage being done, underground drainage and interlocked roads. And they've already created like access roads to the different sections where there are plots. So you have roads and then you have access to your plots with roads are already done. So it's very easy for you to construct. There are also other projects within the estate that were built by the developers themselves. They call them Ashake cottages. So they've already built some units. But if you want to buy a land here, you can start building immediately. There is road, interlock road. You can access your plots through that road network. There is lights. Even at night, it looks very beautiful. Street lights, solar street lights. There's electricity in the estate. There is water. There's security, and pretty much everything that you need is already here. So it's a place that you can start building immediately. So if you're looking for somewhere you can buy and build, definitely it's one for you. It's also very accessible through the Leki expressway because it's just by the road, right? Coming straight from Leki, coming from the airport, it's just a straight drive and you enter Leki Aviation town. And it is a similar price range to Elms Estate Phase 3. We're not putting the prices here because prices change over time, so please check the caption for prices. We're just talking about level of development. It's actually very impressive, it's actually very beautiful. It has the same title as Elms Estate Phase 3. It's the same C of O title. Of course, if you want to build it, you need to get your building plan approval. But here, everything is set for you to just start your construction. So we also have another option called Capital Gardens Estate. So this is an option in Ibeju Lekki. So this is the Tiara scheme in Eleko. It's much closer than the other options I've mentioned, and it's more developed. So Capital Gardens, same developers that Victoria Crest and Citadel Views. So really credible developers. It is the priciest option on the list. I think it's up to 100 million for a plot, but the current price will be in the caption, so that when it changes, you can see the updated price. But with Capital Gardens, you are getting a standard estate, and they're already building. So in Capital Gardens, they're already doing construction of some housing projects there that is being sold by the company, right? So there's the Capital Loft, which is semi-detached duplexes. And then you also have Capital Terraces, which are terraces, that are being built by developers. And quite a number of units have already been built. So construction has already started here. So you can easily buy land here and build, completely. There's some road network that's already been done. So the level of development here is quite fair. So you can easily start building immediately if you get land in this estate. So that is about Capital Gardens. This project is for you if you want something closer to town, because it's around Eleko Junction, Tiara scheme, which is around an hour from Leki Phase 1, or a little less than an hour if there's no traffic, right? So that's an option for you if you want something closer and something more exclusive, because it's a bit pricier, but then you have a more standard development and more exclusive neighborhood, with Capital Gardens. So let's go to the next option. So next on the list, we have Macarius Luxury Place. Now, this is one of the most popular projects in the Ibeju Lekki axis. They had a lot of buzz with the whole Dubai themed development, where you have the dancing water fountains like you have in Dubai, brought here, and then a luxurious vision for this estate, right? So as a buyer, one thing you need to know about Macarius, this is actually a true estate because infrastructure is fully done here. You have a road network spanning about the entire estate. All your plots can be accessed by the road network. There's underground drainage, there's electricity, there's a central water system, not borehole per individual plots. Central water system. There's also a central sewage system as well, right? So this is a top class estate. Fence round is gated, there's estate security, recreational facilities are already in place. And developers, they also develop some luxury housing units. You have terraces and duplexes already built here. Multiple units, right? We're talking like more than 30 units already developed here. So among all these projects, I think Macarius is where people are going to start living, the earliest among all the projects that I've mentioned. But it's on the high side because you're looking at over 100 million for a plot, right? You see the current prices in the description. So if you're looking for luxury, if you're looking for somewhere that is exclusive, right? And bear in mind that Macarius is before Eleko Junction, it's before Elms Estate Phase 1 or all the other projects that I've mentioned, right? If you're coming from Leki, you get to Macarius before any of all these other projects, so it's much closer to town. If you want to see how close these estates are to each other, we actually did a full video where we took from Shangotedo. We drove all the way down through all the projects in Ibeju Lekki, so you can actually see how we get to them from one after the other, which one is closer, which one is farther. Check that in the video, we'll put it in the description as well. So that is what Macarius has to offer for you, right? So luxury estate infrastructure, top class estate infrastructure, ready to build, but over 100 million for a plot of land, right? So if you're looking for something exclusive, it's more or less like you're trying to live in Ikoyi of Ibeju Lekki, because people who bought properties here are wealthy people, who came as far as Ibeju Lekki to buy a land of over 100 million and buy houses of over 300 million, right? So if you're looking for exclusivity, if you're looking for top quality, Macarius is the place for you. It is ready to build immediately, right? The title is C of O as well, and of course you want to need your building plan approval before you can start your construction here. But if you have all of that, you are good to go. So now let's get to the next option. So the fifth option on our list is Wonder Court Awoyaya. So this is a project located in Awoyaya, still within the Ibeju Lekki local government, but much closer than where we actually know as Ibeju Lekki, which is like the Eleko axis. Awoyaya is, let's say, about 40 minutes from Leki phase 1. It can be less, if there's no traffic. So you can get there within 35 minutes, there's no traffic. So that's where Awoyaya is. And this project is located in Oribanwa in Awoyaya. And the closest landmark to Awoyaya is Charis Motors, right? So in this project, this is an option where people already live compared to the other ones that they're still coming up. Here, people already live here. 2 years ago, they had their flagship project, which was the Wonder Court Bungalows, which launched 2 years ago, right? So they're selling units of bungalows, 3-bedroom bungalows, which have been sold out at this moment, but people are already living in those bungalows. But they have sections of the estate where they have land that they are now selling for people to buy and build their own houses. So Wonder Court is one of the most affordable options on the list at just over 30 million naira, but the price is set to increase very soon. So what you are getting here compared to the others is that people already live here, like I said before, right? So that is a huge difference, because you cannot just only build, you can move in immediately. People have been living here for like at least a year now from the time of making this video, although the housing projects are sold out, like I said earlier. So people already live here. All the estate infrastructure is already done, completed, right? What's just left for you to buy and start your building project, right? There's road, there's drainage, there's water, there's electricity, there's security, it's fenced around, there are access roads, and yeah, everything is already in place. That is what you can get from Wonder Court Estate Land in Awoyaya. So yeah, so that completes the options that we have for buy and build right now in the Ibeju Lekki axis, right? So if you are looking for where you can buy and build, you can take one of these options. Check the description for the pricing and reach out to us. We can now better advise you on which one to go for based on your construction needs. So now that we've looked at these options that are already ready for development, let's now look at some options in the market that are on their way. So these are options that you can build in, maybe not immediately, but in the next 1 to 2 years. So I'll give you a list of options. These are also options from credible developers that we know that I can expect them to deliver on their promises in terms of infrastructure, so that in the next 1 to 2 years, it will get to that level where it's ready to build. And these are also options that at the moment they've already started work in that direction, not that we are hoping that they will develop. So these are projects that there's already fenced and gated, they've already cleared, they started doing sand filling and other preliminary works. We can see serious evidence that these people are working towards developing proper estate infrastructure, right? So now let me give you a list of these estates. So first on the list we have Lakwe Lakes Annex. Now, although Lakwe might not be in Ibeju Lekki like you all know, but it is still technically under Ibeju Lekki local government area. So now Lakwe Lakes, I'm sure a lot of you might have heard about Lakwe Lakes. They have the most popular golf course in Lagos and one of the most popular in Nigeria, right? So they also have land for sale, because where they have these golf estates, it's an estate, so people live there. Aside the golf course, people live there, right? So they have sections that are for residences, where people bought land and built houses, where people also bought houses that were built by the developers of Lakwe Lakes Golf and Country Estate. And it is one of the most beautiful estates in Nigeria. It is so lovely. So if you are looking for somewhere that has a lot of nature, right, this is a place where nature was preserved. There is a lot of spacing in between the rows of housing. So if you have a house here, at least there is space between you and your neighbor, and that space is also with nature, right? So really beautiful. You can have land here at a reasonable price. It's within the same range as some of the options I've shared earlier. So it's actually not too expensive, but you're getting premium land still within the ecosystem of this Lakwe Lakes Golf and Country Estate. It's just in a separate section at the back. right, where they are still just developing, but you will still have some access to the main Lakwe Lakes Golf and Country Estate and also into the golf course as well, right? So that is what this option is offering you. And in terms of infrastructure, you can expect the highest levels, if not going to be like the best infrastructure of all the projects I've mentioned. Because of the quality that they've already delivered in the existing Lakwe Lakes Golf and Country Estate, you can expect the same level of quality in Lakwe Lakes Annex. So amazing infrastructure you can expect here. The title is C of O, and you can expect everything to be done for you, right? So if you want somewhere that will feel like you are not in Nigeria, away from everything, in the midst of nature, Lakwe Lakes Annex is for you, right? So let's move on to the next option. So another project that we have is called Elms Garden by the same developers of Lakwe Lakes Golf and Country Estate, but this is outside that ecosystem. So it's in a different section. So along the Leki Expressway, there's a project called Beachwood Estate, still in Lakwe, and then behind Beachwood Estate, that is where you have Elms Garden. Now, this project is closer to Lakwe Lakes. The water bodies are like the lagoon. Most of them are, some are natural, some are man-made, some are enhanced. But Elms Garden is located towards the ocean, right? Yes, at a reasonable distance from the ocean, but towards that axis. So you have a more affordable option right here, and you're going to get semi-service plots. So a lot of infrastructure will be done, and if you buy, you'll be able to do your construction. But you're looking at a 2-year time frame, right? For Lakwe Lakes Annex, you are looking at a 1 to 2 year time frame for you to start construction. Title is C of O as well. You can expect very good quality in terms of infrastructure based on who the developers are and based on what the plan for this estate is. So that is what we have for you in Elms Garden, and it's also more affordable than some of the options that we mentioned earlier. You can check the pricing in the description, right? Another estate that we have is Tiara by Amen Estate. Same developers of the popular Amen Estate Phase 3 and located very close to Amen Estate Phase 3. So Tiara is just 5 minutes after Amen Estate Phase 3. So close to each other, but different levels of development. I mean, Amen Estate Phase 3 launched before Tiara, right? So construction hasn't really started on Tiara, but you have fencing and gatehouse. The parking area in front of the estate has been done. It has been beautified already, but construction hasn't really started. But the estate has been cleared, it has been graded, and they're looking at construction starting within the next year, right? So it's a place that you can start building in the next 1 to 2 years. Because of the credibility of the developer, we can expect them to deliver on their promises. Another thing that's very good about this place is the accessibility, because it's just by the Leki Expressway. It is very accessible, and you will not mind living there, even though it's at a bit of a distance, being in Ibeju Lekki, close to the new Leki International Airport site, right? So that is what we have about Tiara. They have 300 and 500 square meter plots, and you still have up to 12 months payment plan. Title is C of O. Now let's move on to the next one. Another option on the list in the 1 to 2 year range is the Parliament, right? So the Parliament, also located just by the Leki Expressway, just before you get to Amen Estate. They've done significant amount of work on site. They've done the fencing and gatehouse, still like in the painting stage at this moment. They've cleared most of the land, and they're already doing drainages. They're already sand filling the land, to the level of the road. So a lot of work is already being done there, right? So we can expect them to continue at that pace and give us an estate that within the next 1 year to 2 years we'll be ready to start building on, right? So a realistic time frame, 1 to 2 years for people to start building on it, right? So this is an estate that is promising. Developers are credible, so we expect them to deliver. Another option we have is Downtown Commercial City. You might have heard about this, you might have seen it on YouTube. So this is a strictly commercial project that is located along the coastal road, right, in Ibeju Lekki, along the line from VI to Eleko. So it's on the Eleko side. To get to Eleko Junction, go all the way down and then you turn right. That's the area where you have Downtown Commercial, facing the coastal road. So it is strategic location to have a commercial property facing the coastal road. So very, very good offering. The price is a bit on the high side, but then considering the location, the accessibility, and the return on investment that you can get in that axis, the amount of traffic that you get in that axis, the amount of commercial activity that you get in that axis, it is a very, very viable option, right? And they are doing a lot of infrastructure work, so you can expect in the next 1 to 2 years you can start building your commercial project in Downtown Commercial City. Another option we have is Tiara Gardens Phase 2, which is in a similar location with quite a number of options that we mentioned here. Also in Ibeju Lekki, close to Ayetoro, but before you have Itunu City and Amen Estate Phase 3 and the like. So Tiara Garden Phase 2, you have C of O land. They started on basic infrastructure. We can expect it to be ready in 2 years, but based on the way things are now, they haven't gone so far aside the fencing and gatehouse, but we expect them to do more work. So yes, still one of the options that you can look at for the next 1 to 2 years. Check the description for more details on Tiara Garden Phase 2. And last on the list, we have Marbella Luxury and Smart Estate. So now Marbella is a mixed development project, commercial and residential areas within this estate, located just a few minutes before Macarius Luxury Place. Much closer than the other options, also much pricey. I think a plot is up to 100 million, or a little over that at the moment, right? But it is supposed to be a buy and build estate, although they haven't done infrastructure to the point where you can start building. That's in process. So we can look at within the next 1 year. They've already gone a reasonable extent with the entire fence and gates that have been done. They started sand filling some areas, started doing some preliminary work for road network and drainage within the estate. So we are looking at within the next 1 year, it's going to be a place that you can start building in. You just have to consider if the price and the location might be worth it for you. But Marbella is also a good option. C of O title, up to 12 months payment plan. Reasonably affordable entry point in terms of the initial deposit, right? So all the details is available in the description of this video. So now, there you have it. Those are our top options for immediate construction, and then we also have some options for you if you're looking to wait, say, 1 to 2 years to start building, right? So if you know you want to start building, these are the options to consider. If you need more information, if you need more advice on which one to go for based on your needs, based on the type of project that you want to build and all, you can reach out to us at Bestate Investments, and we can assist you with helping you choose the right option based on your budget, based on your project type and other considerations, right? We are here to help you. If you found this video valuable, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to us. And also hit on the notification bell so that you don't miss when next we post. So we look forward to hearing from you. Let's help you get that land so that you can start your building project. If you even need an engineer to assist you, to take charge of your construction, we have consultants that we work with, and we can also help you monitor and supervise, basically do project management for your building project. If you need trusted hands here in Nigeria to help you supervise your building project, we also offer those services as well. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.